There's a magical place in every school building where the children are not allowed to go. It's a place where you'll find that you can think and be active and solve problems, and everything is hands-on. You get instant feedback from every single thing that you touch. And that place is the school boiler room. But remember, the kids are not allowed down there. The kids are upstairs plotting graphs. They may spend several weeks plotting graphs. It's a very tedious process and needs to be taken very seriously. It starts with a lecture. First, the teacher needs to explain to the kids how to plot the graph properly. At that point, they may be allowed to sit quietly and do it on their own. When they're done, they'll be sent home so that on their own time, they can do homework where they plot the graphs. Now, the homework is a crucial process because it allows you to practice in your free time so that when you come back to school, you're able to just blow through the first hour of class or so, checking and re-explaining the answers of the work that you just did last night. Now, when you're done with that, get ready. You're going to learn a new, slightly different variation of graph plotting. One that is just about the same as the other one, but with a caveat that makes it a little bit different. You're then going to repeat the process of the lecture, the homework, check the homework, and then it's going to be probably a third time before you get tested on all of this stuff. And nobody's bored. Nobody's bored. That's important to understand, all right? Because if most of the kids do well on those tests and continue to do well on those tests, then the teacher will win an award. And without fail, that teacher will probably be posted in a local newspaper article stating verbatim, "I just love to inspire and mold young minds." Yep. I was surprised that didn't work for me. Award-winning educators and all. I mean, luckily for that teacher, I was mentally handicapped. As many similar young men as myself were, actually, now that I think about it. You know, it is strange. The more that the school system seems to denigrate creative and active minds, the lower the bar for medically diagnosed mental handicaps becomes. Pretty weird, but probably unrelated. All I know is I used to hate going to school, till I found out about the secret room where the boilers were. I mean, if you told me when I was a kid that my two favorite places to go during the day would be schools and churches, I would not have believed you. But here I am. So let's talk about the job for a second. I'm sweating on a 2-inch valve because I had to replace the pump here. On my initial diagnostic where I was taking the pump apart, pulling the motor off, it would have been a lot easier for me to do if the valve that was in front of it actually worked. Instead, I had to drain the 2.5-inch mains and all the radiators from the whole building. It just incurs more cost and aggravation. So we're better off to just throw a valve in there. Now, you'll see I'm actually cleaning off the bolts that secure the pump to the flanges. And the reason that I'm doing that is because the pump that I have here that I bought that costs more than my mortgage doesn't come with any bolts. If I bought the flanges, I'd get bolts. But the house payment